Morning, day 4, our longest day. I think a smidge over 18 miles today. I'm talking to you now because it is forecast to rain again, and rain until about 1 o'clock, and then it should be fine, hopefully. But the forecast for the day after, when we're doing the outgirls, it's supposed to be heavy rain, so that'll be interesting. So we're on our way to Dent, where we've got I'm sure it's the Georgian Dragon or something. Oh, well, we'll see when we get there, but we booked that the day before we set off because of how the weather is this week, and we wanted, wanted a roof over our heads. So yeah, unfortunately we've only done 2 nights camping, but we've still had to carry all our gear even when we're staying in a B&B. But not to worry. That tent, the Dursun X-Mid, I got on far better with it last night than I did the first night. It's not a tent for high winds. It'll take it, but it's not nice. But I got, because I could pitch it in kind of 0 wind, I got it pitched perfect, and you know, it was like a different tent compared to what it was on the first night. Even though we're not camping again, I will show you the campsites that we were going to camp at, so you can still plan this walk camping all the way if you wish. A lot of the limestone rocks paving. Ingleborough, the walk doesn't actually take you to the top of Ingleborough, and we're not going to the top with too much to do today. I have wild camps up there, to be fair, but we're not doing that today. We're trying to stay ahead of the bad weather, but I don't think we'll manage it. The first fell that comes into view is Simonside, and the big one, Ingleborough, is in the clag that you can't see, because you can be mistaken for thinking Simonside is Ingleborough. It's not, it's the big one in the clag. We're trying to get done as many miles as we can before the rain comes, so we can get this climb done out the way without our waterproofs on. That'll be a big bonus, that. So we've done 4.5 already, and we've got another 14 to do. So hopefully we're aiming to be at the Georgian Dragon for about 5 o'clock. Fingers crossed. Way in the distance is all them tents. That's where they go down the cave via pulley system. I'm sure that's the one that's called Gaping Gill. That one. Yeah, it's hundreds of feet just straight down. Here we are, the trig at Ingleborough. Oh, boom. Nice one. Some of the clags just lifted, try and show you slightly how steep some of the drop-offs are. I think that's the way we're going. Wow. Just quickly when some of the clag is lifted. What a shame. I Yep, them steps very steep. Right, farewell Ingleborough. Some more camping just as you come down from Ingleborough. Wonder what this place is. Bunkhouse. So you could stay there. Loads of wild garlic. And apparently it's edible. So shall we see? Nice. Ribble Head in the distance. I think we're going near that, I near the signal box anyway. And the weather has actually bucked up a little bit. I can't believe we've come from that behind me, Ingleborough. Awesome. Yeah, the weather's holding off. Hopefully it's going to stay like this. We've still got 8.5 miles to go. I'm going to make it about a 19-mile day. So make sure these don't get out. Oh heck. Just put it back on, is there?
Soon shift with the dog.
Yeah. Come on, ladies. A couple behind us have got a staffy. Bit of a different reaction with sheep, I bet. Just like being back on the West Island Way, through some tunnels under railway lines. Looks like we've got another way marker. Absolute stunning. Does remind me of Scotland slightly. Well, this is where the Dales Way meets the Dales Highway. Yeah, we did the Dales Way 3 years ago now, and this is where the two come together, the Dales Highway and the Dales Way. And as I remember, it rained a lot on that trip as well. But out of the two, I'm thinking this is the better one out of the two. I'll have to let you know after tomorrow. Yeah, the Dales Way has a lot more walking by the river and a lot more of this kind of walking. The Dales Way, if anybody's interested. It finishes in Windermere, Bowness and Windermere, whereas the Dales Highway finishes in Appleby, up here somewhere. The only shop in the village. Half day Wednesday. And we are somewhere just round this corner. In fact, see where the barrels are? That's the one. "19 miles, get in." A quick look at our room before we make it too untidy. Oh, it's a bath. Did you want a good soak?
No.
Looks alright. Ooh. Outside the cobbled road. This is what I meant by showing you the room first. Right, early start. Just leaving the George and the Dragon. It's a pub, bed and breakfast, and as you can tell, it's absolutely teeming down, and the forecast today is shocking, with high winds and rain and mist and fog. So we'll get to Sedbergh and we'll decide whether we're taking the low route or the high route. It might have to be, unfortunately, the low route, which I really didn't want to do, but we might not have a choice. It's probably more mileage, to be fair, but less elevation. This is where we were going to go camping, and it's literally 300 yards down from the centre of Dent, George and Dragon. And there's the cafe opposite, another campsite there. And this is why we stayed in the B&B, because I didn't want to pack up in this. It would have been awful. Yeah, packing up in the rain's awful. Or putting up in the rain's awful. Yeah, Dent Village is lovely. But I seem to remember it raining last time we was here doing the Dales Way. Right, there won't be too much filming this morning. Well, this is where we part company with the Dales Way and head off on the Dales Highway. Just a brief encounter, that's all it was. The weather is supposed to ease off a bit about 10 o'clock. So we'll see. Only 3 hours of this to put up with. This is grim, and we're not even on the ice section yet, on the outgirls. I don't know if you can hear me. There's an alternative route that goes round the outgirls. It's probably further in distance, but you're not exposed. And it is, you know, official alternative bad weather route, and unfortunately we might have to take that. These are the footpaths. Doesn't take long for them to get like this. It's been even worse up there. It's been big sections of just like bog, and the wind's been a lot stronger. This is actually light wind down here. Can't believe it's nearly June and it feels mid-October. Is it tomorrow the 1st of June or the day after? I forget. But we're almost in June and it feels like October. This is when the travellers do the Appleby horse fair. They're all in the laybars behind and everything. Well, we've just stopped at the cafe in Sedbergh, and bizarrely it's the same one we stopped in 3 years ago when we did the Dales Way. To do the Owgills we'd be going up there, but we decided we're going to go round, and it's not really a cop out because we're still doing over 1700 feet of elevation. Some toilets here as well. Yeah, it's the wind. It's going to be 40 mile an hour up there, so we're not doing it, and it's in the mist. So it's the sensible thing. It's a shame, but it's to take the bad weather route round. The river's very swollen. Just shows how much rain we've had in the last 12 hours. As I've already mentioned, we're taking the alternative bad weather route round the Owgills. But it's still, as I've mentioned, over 1700 feet of elevation itself, so it's definitely not a cop out. But this route also comes out at New Biggin, the same place, so we're going to meet back up into the same place anyway. Now there's a campsite right near there that when I planned this I didn't know about, because I planned this to do last year and didn't. But what we decided to do is, because my wife's coming up and collecting us from Appleby on the last day, and there wasn't anywhere to camp at New Biggin, and all the B&Bs are really expensive, the pubs, she's going to come up the night before. She's coming up today, and we booked an Airbnb, or an apartment anyway, at Kirkby Stevens. So we're gonna phone her when we're about an hour away from New Biggin. She's gonna pick us up, take us to the accommodation. We'll have an evening together there, last evening here, and then take us back to the start in the morning, have a day out with the daughter, and then pick us up from Appleby at the end, hopefully. Quite a newborn lamb, that's why she's not run off. Staying with a little lamb. That can't be more than a few days old, that. That's rare, isn't it? Yeah. It's still raining, it's going to rain all day. In fact, it's going to rain till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, apparently. I think even fish will be complaining it's wet. But, believe it or not, we're still enjoying our time together, and we're still enjoying the lovely scenery. Granted, could be nicer. This is uphill, this is why I'm puffing. You can see how windy it is down here. So you can imagine what it's like on top of the Owgills. So I think we definitely made the right call, without a doubt. I've had to wade, there's a ford here and it's flooded, and we're having to wade across. I've just waded across, and now Sam's got to do it, but use your pole! Pole! Do not drop a boot! Just don't drop a boot! Just take it slow, Sam. Feel your foot slowly.
slightly that way, Sam. Less rocky. Well done.
Well, nobody mentioned that, did they? When it's rained, that's the ford's going to swell. And we've had to wade across, take our boots off and wade. Wring your socks out, Sam. No. So that was interesting. Well, we've made it to our pick-up point. Just got to wait for my wife and daughter to pick us up now and take us into Kirkby Stephen. We stay in our Airbnb, bring us back to this exact same point tomorrow, and we'll carry on up there. And I believe just on the right, just up there, is a pop-up campsite or whatever that I didn't know about, but I'm glad we're not camping there. To have pulled down a tent in the rain this morning and then put it up again in the rain, we might have just finished it in dents, to be honest, but this way at least we're going to carry on and do it. But it's rained all day, relentless, but I've had my lad with me, so it's not been all bad. So catch you later. We've got 7 hours walking, so every time we set off dictates what every time we finish.
Rain. Farms sacrificed to protect homes from rising flow water. Worst autumn leaves winter crops.
This is the Airbnb apartment. Hello, sweetie. You're the nice one, aren't you? Ah! Stabbed me in the back. Lovely bathroom, shower. Bedroom.
Step there.
There is. A lovely courtyard if the weather was nice. But... it's been dropped off. Yeah, back where we left off yesterday. Yeah, just hope we have a bit of a dry day. Hopefully, we should pass that campsite. I can point that out to you. Hopefully. Still breezy. But the good thing about meeting up yesterday is that, because this is our last day, we've been able to leave all our camping gear in the car, so Sam doesn't even need a rucksack today, which is a bonus. Just got waterproof, some water and snacks in this one. So, and I prefer to walk with a rucksack on my back anyway, bizarrely. So this is the camping. It's just a few hundred yards up from the junction where we started. The rain's back on. Just gonna hope it's a shower and not put the waterproofs on yet. There's still a fair breeze, but nothing like it was. The girls up there that we should have come over, but we ended up going round. Which, to be fair, is a really nice route. Taking the alternative route, which they call the low route, which it's not really. It's very nice. It's worth doing as well. you just end up with a couple of mile of tarmac at the end. That's the only, negative, if you want to call it. But you might be a welcome change to some. That busy talking with my lad, we missed our turning, so we're probably walking 3/4 of a mile more than we needed to. Well, never mind. Oh, the weather's holding off, which is good. Still a bit breezy, but nothing like it was. We're coming up to Sunbiggin Tarn, and I'm sure there's a Sunbiggin farm on the coast to coast and a tarn, and I can't remember if the tarn had the same name. I'm not sure, I'd have to look it up, because you cross, I don't know if it's higher up really. Pretty big. Are they the ones that are called, is it something like beef mushrooms, is that right? Not sure, I might Google it later. That garlic, that wild garlic I ate, was that yesterday? I can't remember now. Oh, I could taste it for hours. Hours and hours, really strong. Kept repeating on me. But yeah, be good in small amount in kind of a wild salad or something. Oh, even some soup. Just been through some fields with lots of cows in with calves, and they were looking quite interested at us and walking kind of towards us a little bit, so we just took a wide berth around them just to be on the safe side. A very overgrown section. Some pricklies here and all, so that might be interesting in a year or two. It's a short 150 metre section. If only the one we had to cross was nice and smooth like that one. Right, we're not far off the finish now in Appleby, about 3 miles to go. It's been a really good walk, really enjoyed it. The Dales Highway is a really good walk to do. There's been a bit of everything in it. It's been a tough one, I won't lie, but it's been made achievable because we've mixed it up a bit with B&Bs. If it was just camping all the way, I think we'd have struggled. But anyway, like I say, 3 miles off the finish, and I won't do much filming there because I think it's going to be busy. It's the week before the travellers have the horse fair, so it could be really busy. So I didn't really want to do a speech to camera then. Yes, I think Sam's enjoyed it. Have you, Sam? He said yeah. Yeah, it's been good having dad and lad time. I think that's the bridge we cross over. Okay, I'll do a quick finish at the end, at the finish point, and that'll be us. So thank you for staying with us if you stayed this long, and I hope the video has been useful. Cheers. We're in Appleby now, just walking down to the finish. We made good time, it's only 1:30. And just shy of, well, maybe 13 3/4, will it? 2/3. Well, this is it. We're at the finish, we've done it. Cracked it, another one in the bag. Well done, Sam. Thanks for staying with us.